Hello guys, welcome back to Go Discs. We are talking about the penultimate so far in the Kendall Odyssey album range. That's originally from Kendall, of course. And this time around we're looking at Suntrap by Paradaeis. I think Paradaeis or Paradies, how do you pronounce it? I don't know. So another solo artist this is, and quite interesting actually. So who is Paradaeis or Paradies? How do you, and again, that name just escapes me sometimes, like its pronunciation. It's actually someone called Rowan Thorsby. Rowan Thorsby, I met, well, she was the same age as me when I went to secondary school. I didn't know her that much, really, so vaguely knew her. So I wasn't really, around, as most people, knew a lot of people, really, and, but what I sort of know from her now, she is, very, again, talented singer. Used to sing in the choir back at the time. Really, I think still does. I don't know actually. Maybe not. But used to sing in the choir. Had a good voice. Did acting as well. Did some of the school performances, from what I can recall. And yeah, these days, of course, she's sort of again, what do you call it? A bit of an activist, really. Again, for environmental reasons, and them just like keep saving the planet and everything else. It's like, okay. It's like just gone to a different turn in the life, really. Interesting. But we'll talk about Suntrap. So this is a 4-track EP that came out in 2019. Or 2019. I think it is, actually, yeah. So this is basically some of the songs that I think Rowan actually worked on. I don't know if she had these for years, I don't know. Maybe it all just come during the time when she was in university, I think. Maybe. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. It's just one of those things, really. I think what we get here is more of acoustic type pop, really, in this one. Very sort of, again, mixture of more modern music, but sort of done independently, as you tend to do, really. And I think it's decent enough, actually. But I think out of the ones I've listened to so far, I'd probably say this is more the weaker one, I think. Out of what I've listened to from, like, Animal Caracase's debut album from 2015 all the way to the last one, I'm talking about in 2020. This is sort of the worst one because I think it's interesting, but it has doesn't have much appeal. I think it depends how much if you're like singer-songwriter with a bit of sort of a mainstream edge to you, that sort of works in a way for people like that. If you're to keep up with contemporary music and everything else, that's totally fine. I think for me, I prefer I think singer-songwriters like, Crispin Halcrow, of course, who's used his guitar very much, and only guitar, and that works fantastic. Like, you follow the greats, of course, you follow, again, various singer-songwriters, of course, and basically that's sold. Whereas you got, and also band demographics as well, like Solomon, Animal Caracace as well. That sort of thing, because I do like a good band, I do, four individuals just playing, release an album. Again, interesting stuff. But we come to this one. I think this one is more, again, acoustic. It's like, again, singer-songwriter, apart from one track sort of deals with that as we get into it. And the other ones just deal with, again, with backbeats, some decent bit of music as well, but also some modern techniques as well, which we'll get into. So, let's go for these tracks. So, we'll breeze through this EP. First up is Chasing Thunder. Decent opener. Actually, it's actually a really good song, this is, because again, opens up with sort of like chugging guitar. I sort of got like Primal Scream Moving On Up vibes from it, actually. The open acoustic guitar, then also just like a busker riff, really. And it sort of just goes nicely, it does. Nice bit of good bit of bass, bit of drumming as well. It's a bit like, I don't know, like a slight skiffle feel to it as well. And it works nicely, it does. Again, it's like a quite old-fashioned, again, brings back to the old-fashioned days, like to the 50s or something, really, in my opinion, really. Again, it's like a busker song. And it works lovely, it does. Which I do think. Probably one of the best tracks on there, actually. Skip it over to number 2, we've got Everything. This is basically just like, singer-songwriter, person, singer, and acoustic guitar. Wonderful. It's a nice little song that is. I do like that one. Moving on to number 3, we've got Dive. And from the get-go, you get a different sense of sounds on this one. It's more akin to, you know, again, more modern, of course. Again, uses acoustic guitar, but it also has like electronic bass on it, like a dub, like something like you get here in dubstep, or you know, a bit like that really. It's just like washes over, and it's like, okay, it takes different. It's quite left field in that one, because the other two are sort of organic, where it's like we actually, it's like the CP's got two different sides to it, really, which is actually quite fascinating if you look at it. If you pull it apart and think, actually, yeah, there's something to it. And but it's actually interesting, decent it is. And we finish off with track 4, which is Hold On. In fairness as well, it's probably the weaker track on the EP, really. If you had to choose a weaker track, you know, think of a best song, you think of a weaker song, you know, Hold On, sort of like that. Again, acoustic guitar, just all of electronic beats and stuff, and it's just sort of like, it's just there, really. I think it only runs for about 3.5 minutes or so, but there you go. Nothing else to really say about that, but there we go. Of course, Rowan's doing her bit, of course, saving part, of course. Not too sure about songwriting though. I don't know about that. If she'll do another one, no idea. Going back to her, of course. She did a couple of singing. There's some footage of her, I think, with Izzy Nimesky doing Talking Heads tribute, I think, in Bootleggers. I think that's still around. I don't know. Maybe. I think it is actually, because I remember seeing it at NFL over there. I think also she did some that Christmas. I think that might have been the same night actually. I don't know. Who knows? But obviously, there's some footage of her still singing, you know, all around from various different years, doing a bit of acting here and there, just doing her part really. Good for her. At least she's doing something, you know, sort of that she just very much enjoys really. You know, keeps it going. Thank you guys for watching. As always, see you for the next video, and see you later.